What's up? My name is Kate Fickell.
And I'm Michael King with Reelin' a Beer.
Nick Gerowski from Cheaha Brewing Company.
And welcome to Craft Beer Fridays.
So what we're going to do is we're going to also have we decided we're going to go with a little Pilsner selection today.
Theming it.
We're theming it up, so...
It might be the end of summer, but it's not the end of summer.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
hot.
It's very warm.
And so Pilsner will definitely complement that.
Yeah.
That's right. So this Alabama weather is definitely something that, it gets hot, you got to have some good beer, and Pilsner's the way to go a lot of times. So what we're going to do is this is what we come up with. We've got Paycheck Pilsner. It's from a brewery out of Durham, North Carolina called Fullsteam. So the people out in North Carolina that's going through a hurricane, we're going to give you a little shout out today.
Absolutely.
So on our second beer here, it's got a little weird naked guy, looks like a little cupid.
but no butt crack though.
Yeah, no
Not
butt
as
crack
sad
show.
about
It kind of turned into the side.
Yeah.
So we've got the Revival Pilsner out of Burnt Hickory Brewery. We said you've been there, right?
I have, yeah. They do amazing things.
So we got our third one here, and we didn't know if we wanted to go with this one, but it's got a little lime Pilsner, and this is something that we were stuck with the Pilsner's theme. So this is, how do you pronounce that? Uinta.
Uinta
Brewing Company.
Absolutely.
And they're out of Salt Lake City, Utah. So a little bit something out west for the Pilsner fans. So what we're going to do is we'll just start off with, we decided we'll start off with a Paycheck.
Absolutely.
So
I could use a few of those.
Yeah.
A few paychecks.
Paycheck
That's
needs
right.
to be used to get this beer. I do like the packaging though. It's nice and bright, so it's that yellow, like, hey, slap you in the face.
It's gonna pull you forward.
Exactly,
for sure.
yeah.
Catch your
I
attention.
do like it. 35 IBUs and 4.5% ABV.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, nice and light.
That's a crushable beer right there.
That's very-
crushable.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm expecting some floral notes right from the get-go. No, it's not pretentious. It's clear.
Very
You
low
know, it's
carbonation.
Not Bud Light clear.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm about to say. It does
I
have a
definitely
lot of
appreciate
really
that.
It almost has a lime color to it, like a
does.
green off yellow kind of boogery.
Yeah, you'd almost think we're at the end. So I guess let's go ahead and take the smell test. See what we got.
It reminds me of a dandelion. That's what I'm
does.
thinking of. Like
It
just
does.
kind of weed-ish and
Yeah,
like, I guess
yeah.
that goes in with floral. So
Yeah,
that's
that's right, yeah,
plant
yeah.
smell.
All right, guys. Well, down the hatch.
Here we go.
So immediately I call it a lawnmower beer.
Lawnmower
I mean,
beer.
you can probably drink this, all day long.
Mm-hmm.
It has a bread taste to it.
It's very bready, very bready.
Like it has a slight crisp. I mean, it's super smooth, like really smooth.
Not as crisp as most pilsners would be.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's
But
not
I kind of
crisp, but it's
welcome
smooth.
that.
It's
Yeah,
like
right.
bread dough yeast thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It does got a light taste
It's a
to it.
cereal
It
beer.
is a really good like lawnmower beer. Like I said, you eat a hot day, it's the perfect beer. Crisp, dependable, rewarding. You've earned it.
Well, we have earned this.
Sure, we sure
That's
have.
right. That's right.
Some
Been a
days
hot
for
day.
the boys, right?
That's right. All right, Kate, you want to lead us off?
Sure. So next up, while I finish this deliciousness, and I know we are chugging today, we're
Yeah.
taking
Well, we gotta-
shots of beer.
What would you go with on this one as far
Oh,
as
that's
one
right.
scale of
Oh,
1
that's
to
right.
10?
I forgot. We gotta rate them.
Yeah, get your 1 to 10 on this one.
For just like a typical beer that I would drink on a, like you said, like a lawnmower beer, I would give this an 8 because I don't really have anything wrong with it. Like it's just a good, just basic beer that is easily drinkable. That's what I think I'm giving it an 8 because it's not that the flavors are crazy, but it's just so easy to drink.
I think I'll definitely right on the point with that. I'm gonna let you go next, man. We gotta have 2 guests go
Right,
first.
well,
so-
there's no complexity to it, which isn't a bad thing.
Right,
There's
right.
nothing wrong with that at all. Middle of the road carbonation, a low end hop character. You can't say anything bad about this beer.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and say 6.5, 7.
I feel like this would be a good transition beer from like,
If you wanted to introduce somebody
Yeah.
to craft beer, this would be a great one to go to.
yeah. I think
Sure.
Pilsners kind of do that for people. They're kind of just like the slow intro, like this is craft beer, but you don't have to do all the crazy flavors like beans and vanilla and spices and that.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
very basic.
That's right. I mean, you're right on point. like I said, it's definitely a great beer. If somebody wants to try something out, they're used to they're the Bud Light or Michelob Ultra, group of people, and they're not going to ever try any craft beers. So I think this is a perfect transition for them. Come into the brewery, and I'm sure you see plenty of them. You two guys, y'all you always have that group of people that I just don't know. Something like this would be perfect to kind of just put them on, and I think they would enjoy it, and that brings back good business, I'm sure. So
absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think you're right on, and both you guys know your beer, so
we try. Drink a lot of it.
Experience. A little experience in here. I'm gonna say it's an 8. I'm gonna go with an 8 on this one. Because it's definitely one of the better Pilsners I've ever had. And it doesn't some things, you always test like certain notes, certain flavors that'll just overpower, and it doesn't. It's a real smooth beer.
No balance, right?
It really smooth.
You definitely got great balance on this one.
Love it.
And we're also praying for everybody affected by the hurricane.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right. I had to pay our respects. So the first one's the little naked man on the can.
The bum.
Burnt Hickory Brewing Company, Kennesaw, Georgia.
Nice.
That's right.
Georgia.
Nice brewery.
Which is considered a local beer, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you're a 2-3 hour range with them, you're definitely worth the trip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because there's some breweries from here that are 5 hours away that I really want to go to, but it's like I gotta make time to go to these.
Do.
Like,
and
at the beach though, so.
Yeah.
Like you said, and we were talking about this previously. How good a Pilsner is. Whenever you are getting hot and you can just walk up to it. You're not far from a local brewery. You go in and that hot weather, and you just want to have good beer. It's not too thick. Have to drink a stout or porter. The Pilsner's the way to go.
What's our ABV on this one? What we got rolling? Is it just? I don't know.
5% ABV.
There we go. Oh yeah. Okay.
So we're not getting anything like within the.
Going up a little bit. There we go. 5%.
Set that back up front again. That way, at least everybody kind of get an idea.
And there's great people that work there too. I mean, they're passionate about what they do at Burnt Hickory.
That's the important part.
It really is. It goes. You can taste it.
We're about to. Yeah. But once again, I love the bright color, like yellow. That definitely screams summertime. So I think they're advertising more towards drink this in the summer. It's bright, fun, and crisp, and delicious.
Absolutely, and they're actually very eclectic people. So this is kind of. Toned down for them. It sure is.
Yeah, the cans are a little bright.
They're out there. They sure are.
This one has more of a juicy flavor than the previous one.
Yeah, I would say juicy is definitely there. Grainy.
Yeah.
Not gritty. Grainy.
Yeah, not as bready as the previous one, but more juicy. And so I think
I agree. It is. It's got more of a juicy.
Yeah.
So whenever you're brewing a beer like this, how do you get more? How does it go from something like this with a little more of a juicier flavor? Like what do you kind of have to do to kind of get to that level?
Hops plays a big part in it. The amount of water you're adding to your mash tun, the amount of grain you're adding to your mash tun. There's significant things that play. There's many different significant things that play a role.
It's got a little bit of floaties, a little bit of sediment in the bottom, which is not bad. But
it's almost appreciated when you see that.
Yeah, it really does.
An unfiltered beer is way more meaningful to me.
Same. I'm not afraid of the floaties. Like I'll drink that. Like it's like okay, you did this.
We recently did a berry Kolsch at Cheaha.
Cool.
And you can actually see some of the puree flakes in the beer.
Oh wow!
And it's a beautiful beer.
Oh, that's amazing. I'll have to check that out.
Absolutely.
That's
Come
great.
on down.
Come on down. Stop at Bag 40 while you're on your brewery tour.
Absolutely.
That's right.
I think we can go down on this one just because it is more dry. But the juicy flavor helps it, but I think if it's hot, like this one would quench my thirst a little bit better. 0.5 better.
Yeah.
So that's my rating.
All right. I'm kind of on the same page. I think I'd have to go down about a 0.5 and say 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
6 3/4 because I'm a little biased towards them. I love them. They make great beer.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a throwback beer as well. It's a very crushable beer itself.
Absolutely.
And they're still doing great things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one I think after about 2 or 3 of those, you're like, let's try to change it up a little
Probably
bit.
time to switch.
Yeah.
Kind of switch it up. That's a great beer. I think it's got a good flavor.
It's one worth trying for sure.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what I was at. I'm with Kate on this one. I was just wanting to kind of bump it down just a little bit because I like it, but I like that one better. But I don't think that it's so far off that you couldn't really enjoy that one. But I think I'm gonna go. I had 8 on this. I'm gonna go to a 7 on this one. just because I like that one a lot better at this point. So
there we go. Excuse me.
In the restaurant industry, the brewing industry, we've had several people ask for a lime or a lemon with their Pilsner. So
nice.
This is not far-fetched at all.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
it's like, is this gonna be artificial tasting or like legit? We'll see. It might be.
I've been noticing a lot of that. Like you said, a lot of people have been asking for limes, and especially during the hot summer months. That's something that they really want.
Yeah.
I love the can as well too. It's got the compass on top.
Yeah, that is really cute.
But this goes to show you, and I guess we'll try it, but lime's just not for tequila.
Yeah, there we go. For more than one use. I love it. What's our info here? What's our alcohol?
Here.
I think it might be here.
With
5.3. So none of these are really much over. Like we haven't got anything over 5.5.
So we've got 4.5, 5, and then 5.3.
So we're going up as we go. So.
Going up in the Pilsner world.
Going up in the Pilsner world, a little more alcohol content.
I agree with the design.
Yeah, the design is spot on.
And that's something you really work a lot with, right?
Yeah.
You work a lot with the designing of the cans and everything.
So Palm Reader, Back 40's new sour beer, David Karn and I actually designed the label on that. So it's very, when I see other designs, I'm like, how did they do that? That's amazing.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I appreciate that.
I'm not going to steal that.
Yeah, I'm not going to borrow what you did.
That's right.
So my first impression, unfortunately, is lime that you would get out of the old lime bottles.
Yes.
Do you remember the lime?
Yes, the gravy with the little.
Out, which doesn't scream real lime, you know, but.
You know what also this reminds me of? This smells like a limerita.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
To me, it's almost like a balance between like a Bud Light lime and a limerita. So.
Right.
Oh my
gosh.
god.
It's a little bit more lime than like
my
goes like a Bud Light.
expectations are lowering as I'm smelling it.
Not gonna lie though, I did drink a limerita this weekend, so it's fine. So we're just gonna.
No judgment.
So this might be delicious. No, it was the only thing we had in the fridge, so I had to go for it. But yeah, let's go and let's do a cheers for this.
Cheers, yeah.
We're gonna need it. Oh.
Okay, it surprisingly picks you back up.
Yeah.
It dropped me down, but it picked me right back up.
It's not as terrible as I thought it would be.
No. I mean, it blends well, but it still feels like you're putting an extract in.
Yes.
Not a real lime.
Yeah, if you were just put like a topper on that lime bottle and just there it is. That's what it tastes like. It tastes exactly like the lime. Just
like you're pouring a little lime juice, like the pre-made lime juice.
Yes.
Which Uinta, being a bigger, brewing company, I suspect that may be the case. You would use something
mass produce.
That would help you mass produce it. You know.
I'm not a huge fan of this. It's not terrible if you love limes. Like if you're really obsessed with limes, you're gonna love this. But for me, I don't know. I don't think
it's a little gimmicky.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 5 just because it's not bad, it's not good, it's just it is what it is. I mean, 5.3. You can drink a limerita that's 8% and it tastes basically the same as this, and it's more carbonated.
So 10 times out of 10, I'm gonna choose this over a macro. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad beer. Let's just not mistake that. It's just not what craft beer is about, maybe.
Yeah. You could totally crush some like enchiladas with this, like some freaking tacos or whatever.
Taco Tuesday night, you could just drill.
Oh my gosh, Mexican night. Grab this.
This is feeling more like a mass-produced beer than anything else.
Kind of like Bud Light Lime or any other bandwagon lime beer that you got.
I'm on par with 5 out of 10. Yeah,
it's not something I want to ride home from church camp about, So I'm gonna go with a 6 on this one.
Okay,
I'm trying to give it a little bit more, but just because I'm gonna try to keep it the same range.
No,
I love
like
those lime beer, but
yeah.
It's not something I'd be just buying a 6-pack of. We just left all of these in the same order. This is the way we started. This is the way we're gonna end.
Yeah, I agree.
This is our
I think
team.
that's
I totally agree.
Yeah, started and ended the same.
Yeah,
I agree. That's a perfect ranking right there for our
yeah.
little Pilsner line.
That's right. Our little Pilsner line here. Bring home the paycheck. So
get your Pilsner. Let's go.
get your Pilsner, get your paycheck, because that's the one. That's the one we crowned today. But
I always gotta have a few pills lying around somewhere.
Yeah, just in case you want to brush a few. Because you got like your dark beers for when you're like, okay, I'm gonna relax and be full and bloated. But then you have your Pilsners for like, I'm ready to get drunk.
That's me. I can drink a stout if it's 100 degrees outside.
Yeah, same.
But This was surprisingly refreshing.
Yes.
You know, like I was very blown away with these light beer selections.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think it was. We're coming into the fall months, and it's kind of something to where this is kind of the stuff that's going to start going out, and the darker beers are going to start coming in. So this is a good way to kind of end our summer and bring in little light beers and start to kind of welcome the dark stuff that's coming in.
And pumpkin beers.
That's right, pumpkin beers.
Pumpkin beers are coming. And Oktoberfest.
Yeah, Oktoberfest beers. Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's right. Well, hey guys, we're about to wrap this thing up.
I want to give a huge thank you to Bo Starkey from A Reel and a Beer for setting this whole episode up. Make sure you go check out his channel for the full unedited cut of this video. And obviously it was great working with you guys. Like, thanks for coming down. This is amazing. We're going to try some awesome beers. Don't forget to subscribe, follow me on social media, do all the things, and remember, life is too short to drink bad beer.